Hey. Alrighty, so today, I decided when I make something that I haven't filmed yet, that's when I'm going to record it. And today is going to be something that's not so special, but it's freaking special. It's awesome. And it starts out with a little bit of olive oil, certainly some garlic. I don't have fresh basil, so guess what I'm going to use? I'm going to use dried basil and dried parsley because you know what? It's good. I'm going to use a can of crushed tomatoes. I happen to have this old bell pepper in the fridge, so rather than let it go to waste, I'm going to use it. And I've got a little bit of fresh parsley left over. I'm going to use that as well. And we're going to make a quick tomato sauce. The tomato sauce is going to cook for maybe, I don't know, an hour. And it's going to have sausage in it. The sausage right now is in the oven and it's browning. So without further ado, we're just going to peel that garlic. Well, make a liar out of me. And peel that garlic. That's a stubborn piece of garlic right there. And I like to just nip off the end and then give it a quick crush. Oh, these have like a double skin on them. Look at that. And then that's it. So I'm not going to use like a lot of garlic, but I'm guessing after this is crushed, it's going to be about, I don't know, a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of garlic. Look at that. It's got a double skin. That's crazy. But it comes right off. Come on, Tom. Come on, Tom. Yep, there it is. Get rid of that. Last couple of little pieces. Wow, that is like, if this was a competition, they would have given me the garlic that doesn't peel. So it's just that much garlic. So, if you imagine a tablespoon, right? So now you imagine it's all crushed. It's going to be about, I don't know, 2 tablespoons worth of garlic. Let's try it out. You ready? Just give it a good whack. And I don't take too big of a piece so it doesn't fly out all over the place. See, like a little piece flew out over there. Yeah, I know. The garlic beating police are going to come after me, right? Oh, you crushed the garlic too hard. It's not necessary. There you go. That's it. So, yeah, as you can see, if you line that up with that tablespoon, right? You see, it's a tablespoon and a half of garlic. Okay, and let's see, did I? No, I don't see any on the floor. So I think I did a pretty good job of keeping it contained in my little work area. Alrighty, so the garlic's all crushed, but we're not going to put it in the pan yet because that's going to cook fast. We're going to saute that garlic just until it lets off an aroma. It's all of its aroma, and then we're going to throw in the tomato. I'm just cutting up the pepper. Because I might want to saute that before I put the tomatoes in as well. And, I'm not going to make them too small, but it'll be nice little chunks of, and that's a very ripe, actually. Oh, wow. That's a nice pepper. It's a very ripe red pepper. And sometimes I'll include this, sometimes not. It just happened to be in the fridge. And I know it's going to go with it. It's going to taste delicious. So we go with it. All right. So Next step, I think what I'll do is I'm going to measure out the herbs, and then we're going to take everything to the pot and start it up. Okay, so I have my half teaspoon. The reason why I have the half teaspoon is because that jar, only a half teaspoon fits. So that's my basil. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 teaspoons of basil. I'm going to take some parsley. This one's going to be a little harder to get. Dried parsley. 2 of the dried parsley. And then, and that's my oven dinging, I'm only going to take a teaspoon of salt, just a teaspoon. I can always add more later. And I'm going to hit it with some fresh black pepper. And basically, we're just going to saute that garlic, and then we're going to throw in the peppers, and then we're going to throw in all the tomato sauce, and basically let it simmer for, on a very low heat for, maybe less than an hour. And when the sausages are cooked through, because they're right now in the oven, I'm going to slice them up, throw them in, cook it for another hour, and that's it. That's the dish. All right, so I moved over to where the flame is going to happen. But what I didn't tell you is, so I don't want to lie to you, I'm going to throw a little bit of Italian seasoning into that herb mixture as well. So about a teaspoon of that. And then that's it. So now that's full disclosure, because we want to be transparent. Is that the word? Oh, that's the back burner. Okay, here's my front burner. See, it's not too high. Okay. And that's a very thin bottom pot, which means it's going to get hot pretty quickly. And you see, I'm going to be fairly liberal with that olive oil. Okay? And that olive oil is going to get hot pretty quickly. All right? So here we go. I'm just going to throw that garlic in. And then in a few, we'll throw in those peppers. But you're going to see that garlic is going to start to sizzle pretty quickly. It's not a terribly a lot of garlic. It's enough to make this dish really nice. And then afterwards, we're going to throw in those tomatoes. So let's pause it for a second. Okay, so you can see that garlic is sizzling a bit. All right. And now that it's sizzling just a tiny bit, I'm going to add in the bell pepper. Right? Stir that up. I'm going to give that just a minute or two. I don't want to really, cook the hell out of it. I just want to get it acclimated with the oil and get all the oils from the pepper blended with it. And then I'm going to throw in the herbs and spices. And once I give that a quick saute, then we throw in the tomato, cover it, and forget about it for a little while. All right, well, just in case your nose is all clogged up and you can't smell this, I will tell you, it smells awesome. Here goes the salt, pepper, the basil, the parsley, and the Italian herbs. And you see, I'm just going to give it a quick stir just to let it release its aromas. That's it. Once all the aromas of all those herbs are released, the job there is done. And now we put in the tomato sauce. It's just, I keep saying tomato sauce. It's not tomato sauce. It's just crushed tomatoes. Cento crushed tomatoes. I'm going to give that can a little rinse to get the goodness out of it. I'll be right back. So there's just a tiny bit of water just to rinse out the rest of that tomato goodness. Give it a quick stir. That's going to get covered, go on the back burner. I'm going to forget about it for about 45 minutes. All right, I said back burner, didn't I? Hey, what are you doing way over there? Way over there. Okay, so it's on the back burner, just like I said it would be. And it's a very low flame. As you might have recalled, I did happen to have a little bit of fresh parsley, and I don't want to let it go to waste because, you know, why let it go to waste? So I'm just gonna give that a quick chop. And that's it. I'm gonna throw that in the pot in a few seconds. Alrighty, so these sausages, these are, I'll say they're premio sweet Italian sausages. And they just came out of the oven. I popped them in at 350 degrees. My knife is still from the parsley. 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. They're cooked completely through. They're still hot, that's why I'm holding them with the tongs. And this is now going to go into that sauce just like that. I'm going to give that sauce maybe another 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and that's it. Look how nice that looks. All right, so it's just cooked through. It's completely cooked. Now, you could actually leave them in the oven a little bit longer and get them a little bit crispy. That's good too, but this is perfect just like this. I'm just going to slice them. And then throw them in that sauce. And that's the dish. I mean, and it's absolutely delicious. It really is. Okay, so there's the sauce, and all of that sausage is just going to go right in there. And then, oops, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was bad. And then after that, I'm going to just put it back on the back burner, put the lid on it, and we're done. So here we go. Back burner bound. And you see there's one that fell there. I'm going to pick that guy up and throw it in. Alrighty, so there it is. It's the sausage with the little red peppers over pasta. I made penne, and this is fresh grated Parmigiano Reggiano, and that's the dish.